Hey guys, this is Wolf Atlas here, bringing you another episode of War of the Visions, and today is quick pick day 6, and let's get it started. We have Light, Dark, and Lightning, and they chose their team really fast, which got me concerned, but also made me think they probably just picked the first 3 units. In which case, a bar was there, so I just decided I'm just gonna go with my first 3 units, which are the light team. But that was a super fast pick, um, so it's either gonna go well for me or it's gonna be really crappy for me because that person is either confident in his 3 picks or he just didn't care. And I was right. He did do Cloud, Charlotte, and Ibarra. So I am a little bit afraid of Ibarra, despite this Ibarra being at 115, because she's still strong no matter what. So I really was hoping that I could deal with her. Cloud being all the way at the end meant that I was a little bit safe from him, but Ibarra was still an issue. So Fina was able to hit her accuracy down move, which was perfect for me. Sadly, Elena is going after Charlotte because Charlotte's closer, and this allowed Ibarra to go after Warrior Light and Fina, but they both survived, which I was happy. To my surprise, this Cloud is on Ranger sub job, so he decided to do Sharpshoot, which Elena was able to live. And now Fina is going to healing mode, and Elena is going to come in and finish off Ibarra. So I felt safe that I had to deal with that. And now here, Cloud did Barrage, which did massive damage. It actually hit everyone. So it made me think that the Cloud has some accuracy on his side, because the Barrage is not guaranteed hit. But both Elena and Fina was able to take him down, and the only person left is Charlotte. Not really worried about Charlotte when it's 3 versus 1. So today was all about just having fun because there's only about 2 days left. This is day 6. I don't know if there's class masters tomorrow on day 7, because there is a 6-hour maintenance, I believe. And if there is the one tomorrow, I hope I could participate, because I do work and I do tend to do these matches during the last set of hours that I can do them, because I work, so it's hard for me to do it during the day. And if it's not tomorrow, then definitely the day after maintenance there will be a class match, so there'll be at least 1 more or 2 more after this. So now we have a wind team and an earth team, and I wasn't too sure who were they gonna pick, but I figure I just go with my bottom 3. It fills my quota for the day, and either way, I have Titus to deal with one of their Pierce units, because Luartha is a dangerous unit for sure. I give props to everyone who has her. Now, there was an issue here in that every one of their members started really close to me. So Leela was able to go for attack and not do much damage to Jume. And then just like that, boom, dead. I don't even have much time to commentate on this match. It was just a 1-2 dead. This map, this actually reminded me how I dealt with this map prior in Graveyard 1. I used Venera to be an interceptor, and she moves really quick and really far, so since the map is small, she was able to just dart right over and mess up team setup. And that's what I noticed that team did. They just set up their team as close as possible to the other team to interrupt the team setup, and it worked perfectly because I just lost in like 2 hits. This team, I didn't know what to make of it, but when I saw the bottom 3 units, I figured maybe this is just a newer account playing the game. So I decided to go Fina, Halloween, and Warrior Light, because that was a combination I haven't really done yet. So I figured, let me try it out. I would have used Titus instead, but since there were slashers on that side of on their team, I didn't want to risk using Titus. So I went Warrior Light, and I was right. They're using all slashers with their Keymont 105. Now, once again, all their units are as close as possible, so it's hard for my units to set up. And with Keymont Join All the Hate, it's going to allow Noctis to do some damage while Varouche makes his way. And then of course Keymont doing his disable attack really sucks. But he goes down, and Leela is able to knock out Noctis thanks to elemental advantage. So the only person left is Varouche, and Fina was able to get some accuracy down on him, which helped her dodge this attack, which you don't see Fina's dodge too much. And just like that, it was over. And that was interesting, but it does bring up a point of how to take advantage of this map. If you want to stop your opponent from setting up, you either bring a unit that could dart forward very fast, or have your starting position very close. It's just dangerous because it means you're sacrificing your own setup. So there's pros and cons to it. Now this is a dark, some lightning, and an earth unit. I figured this was gonna be another dark versus light, as it always been. So I decided to just go all light on this to play it safe. I was tempted to use Titus because I did see the Oberon, but the chances of them picking Oberon were very low because I still do have the 2 win units. And they also had a 9S who's also a Pierce unit, but again, the chances of them picking it was kind of low. So I was expecting them to go with the top 3 dark units. But to my surprise, they didn't pick the dark units. They picked the bottom 3 units: Cloud, Oberon, and 9S. So I was kind of regretting not picking Titus, because it made me realize like how much overthinking can occur too. But to my credit and to my experience from this week, every time I've seen a dark team, they just choose dark, and it winds up being dark versus light most of the time. So it's just out of habit that it was gonna occur. So Elena opens off with her LB, almost knocking out Oberon, but not doing so well. Cloud comes in with a barrage. This one's not as accurate as the one before, so he wound up missing Elena, and Oberon knocked down my Warrior. Like, it's a pierce attack. There's nothing he can do. But Fina's there to revive him, so that was fine. Elena's gonna have her revenge and knock out Oberon, so he's gone. I don't have to worry too much about him. And then in comes the triple slash from Cloud. The one move I hate and that's dangerous. However, he didn't go after Elena, which makes me think that maybe he didn't have the support move on that makes it guaranteed hit. Because it was interesting that how he went for Warrior Light and Fina, even though I guess because Warrior Light had his hate up, but I'm still shocked. I figured he would at least try to go after Elena Warrior Light, not Fina and Warrior Light. But either way, I wound up winning that match, so at least I got a idea of how my light team goes against a team with Cloud, and did surprisingly well. So now it's the last match of the night. I figure, you know what, I'm just gonna have fun. I mean, I've been having fun this whole time. I really like this mode, and thank you for all the comments that you guys are putting on my video. It does help out a lot. And thank you to that one person that told me about Jumei's attack, how it's a guarantee. I didn't know that. I don't have Jumei myself, so I didn't realize she had a guarantee attack, which helped me in this to decide, kind of, sort of. I mean, I still went with Leela, Elena, and Titus, but at least now I know that her attacks are guaranteed hits. So there's something I'm gonna keep in mind for the next day. Whether it's the last day or 2 more days, I don't know, but it's good to know. But yeah, I decided I was gonna just have fun with this team. No matter who they pick, I was gonna pick Tidus and just see how it goes. So I went with my rainbow team here, and they picked their win team. Now, the only person I was afraid of is Little Leela, because she just has a lot of AoE and does a lot of damage. And of course, Jume here with her guarantee hit. There's nothing much I can do. But because Jume was so close, instead of using his barrier move that gives him hate up, he wound up using Sentinel. Because how the AI works is that if an enemy's close enough, they're gonna use Sentinel over anything else because they know they're gonna get hit the next move, and that way it reduces damage. So this is how come Tidus was able to take that hit, and he wound up doing Taunting Blade, which is great, but I feel like his Fortress, if he used his Fortress Barrier, it would have been better. Because Tidus went down, Leela went into full life mode and decided to raise him, which I kind of did not want. Because now Little Leela here is going to do her AoE and do some damage, and there goes Tidus again. He actually did survive better than I thought, so that was a good thing. But now Leela's still stuck in her healing mode, and Jume's doing her guaranteed hits, which kind of sucks. Because Courage already procced on Elena, and she's out of AP, sadly. So down she goes thanks to Halloween Leela, and now it's Halloween Leela versus 3 units. And to my surprise, she survived this hit, and she counter healed on Tifa to heal for full life, which allowed her to do attack instead of being locked into healing mode. And now Tifa tried to kill her again, but nope, again with the counter, but her Courage procced, and she was able to knock out the Tifa, almost knocking out Jume. But sadly, she didn't knock out Jume. And now, what's gonna go on here? Their enemy Halloween is gonna come in and do the Esper summon, which is gonna knock out my Leela. But that was actually a fun match. I love using Tidus. He's just like I say, you gotta use Tidus in specific matchups. He can't just work anywhere like some other units, but I do like using him. Anyway, those were the matches for today. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Laters.